Welcome to Home with Simone. My name is Simone, and a huge thank you to all of my subscribers, whether new or existing. I really do appreciate you all. Today's video is part of my weight loss journey, and it is going to include some healthy alternatives for summer snacks. So the first things I want to show you guys, well, you see the Gatorade, and you'll see what I'm going to do with the Gatorade actually, but let's talk a little bit about this. I've never had this one before. There is Gatorade drinks that are 0 sugar, 0 calories, things like that. But what I'm doing, I really wanted a nice sweet flavor to it because my son's also going to be eating these. And keep in mind, when you freeze something, it does lose a little bit of its sweetness. I tasted these. It's the Healthy Real Hydration Watermelon Strawberry Gatorade, and it's not very unhealthy, believe it or not. I mean, it's 15 calories for the bottle because this bottle is 500 milliliters. You're looking at 3 grams of carbs, 1 gram of sugar. You've got a little bit of protein in there, and then the sodium, right? So, and everything else is fine. I chose this because not only is it going to make a nice treat, a nice summer snack, there's also hydrating qualities to this as well. So that was perfect. And my chocolate chips, I am doing the milk chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate. My son prefers it in his pancakes. So we're going to go ahead and use milk chocolate to create another summer treat. And to do these summer treats, I went to Dollarama and I found these ice pop bags. So yes, you guys are putting 2 and 2 together. We're going to make our own freezies. I mean, what a better way to make sure you know what you're putting into your body than doing it yourself. And there's not going to be a lot of sugars. I'm not jeopardizing getting myself a healthy snack or jeopardizing my weight loss journey. So it's really great to find alternative ways to still enjoy snacks or treats in as healthy of a way as possible. And by making your own freezies, it's great. And this is also nice. I mean, if you have children and you're a little worried about, some of the consumption of the different dyes and stuff, or you're leading a more natural life, well, this is a great alternative for you to be able to make those, we call them Pennacool back home, but these ice pops or freezies for your family. So I picked up 3 packs of these. Each pack has 12, and I'll show you what they look like. And I really like the size of these too. Like, they're not huge. There's no need for you to be having a giant freezy on a consistent basis. So it's a nice size. I think this is really appropriate for a quick snack. And even if you wanted to have 2, I think you'll be just fine because we're using the Gatorades to fill it up. So in reality, this calorie, the carbs, the sodium, all of that is literally going to be divided into 12. So, or we'll see how much it's going to be with the Gatorade coming into the little packaging. But I think it's cool. I love that they have a part here for you to write what flavor it is. I'm only doing watermelon strawberry, so I don't need to write the flavors. And you know what's really nice too is that you're able to seal it. So in reality, it potentially could be reusable. Wow, this is hard to open. There we go. So you might be able to reuse it. I don't know. I'll let you guys know once I open it, but chances are I'll just cut the head of it off. I mean, they were only $1.25. So that's that. So I'm excited about it. The other thing that I got were these. And these are the Freezy Pop molds. These were $2.25, and it's a pack of 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, a pack of 8. I like that there's different colors because if you're doing different flavors, you can always do it by color. So all the yellow is one thing, all the orange is one thing. I love the size of these. I think it's appropriate. Again, I don't want to sit there and have a massive freezy or popsicle, but sometimes I do want something a little sweet and something cold. So it's nice to be able to grab one of these. And this is what it looks like outside of its package. So it's just all attached, almost like a ice cube. I washed these ones, so I had them sitting over here behind me in a dish drainer. And then the stick part here is what you put in, and you put it in the freezer, and then you're good to go. I like that these are reusable, so I'm going to get lots of use from these. So let's jump right into it. I'm starting first with the easiest of the two. and it's creating my freezies. Not sure how much, like I really don't know how much I'm going to use. So let me actually get a cup because I don't want these things to just be falling all over. So we're doing this together, guys. And there's a little line here as well, which tells you, you know, when to stop pouring it in. I'm going to shake it up a little bit and get to going. This is a great activity too. Like if you have young ones, it's a really great activity to do with them. And it's also good if you have children that are a little sickly, or even just keeping a couple of the freezies like this that are Pedialyte, especially for little ones when they're not feeling well. Sometimes it's easier for them to consume something that's you know, cold, especially if they have a fever or something like that. So had I have known that this existed when my son was young, I probably would have had a couple of these Pedialyte pops in the freezer. I mean, you can buy them already done, but for me, it's like if I can just do it myself, it's just a lot easier. I went over a little too high on this one, so I got to pay closer attention. But anyways, oh, actually I didn't. It was perfect. It's relatively easy. I mean, it's a little on the tricky side, to be honest, when I'm pouring it in, because I'm trying to do it so you guys can see, but I think my hand's blocking the camera. Let me try this way. I hope I don't make a mess. There we go. There we go. So I decided to fast forward this part of the video, but I did want to jump in quickly and let you guys know one bottle did about 6 of the freezies. So I was able to use the full pack of 12 freezies with 2 bottles of the Gatorade. One of the good things about making your own cold treats like this is that you don't have to think twice about consumption. In reality, you don't. You can just go in the freezer, grab 1 or 2 of them, and there you go, you're fine. It's also a great way to bring your family along that healthy journey. Any adjustments with sugars and carbs and unnecessary calories that you can do at home will also contribute to everybody having a little bit more of a balanced lifestyle when it comes to healthy choices. So that's it, guys. It literally made exactly 12. I got a little bit of this left. I'm just going to take a sip. This actually tastes really good. And that's it. That's the simple way to do freezies. So good to go. One of my favorite protein shakes to make, and I haven't done a video on this one yet. I probably should have, because it's also beautiful to see, is the strawberry Premier Protein. It's delicious. So 160 calories, 1 gram of sugar, 24 vitamins and minerals. It's low fat. This is a nutritional factor, if you guys can see it. I've spoken about these already. They're a great substitute, and it's really healthy. For me, it works really well. But Walmart sells this particular fruit. It's a Dragon Crush. Love it. It's dragon fruit, mango, pineapple, and bananas. It's such a beautiful flavor, and I thoroughly enjoy this. Is one of my favorite shakes. It's like, as you can see, it's almost all done, and I do have to order a bigger bag. It's 90 calories per cup. It is 0 grams of fat, 16 grams of sugar, and there's no sodium in it. There's the nutritional information there. It's a great breakfast for me, but we're going to go ahead and make it into a dessert or a cold treat. So we're just starting off with 1 bottle of the Premier Protein. I'm going to pour that in there. This is probably just a little under a cup, but I'll just make it do with it. I'm not going to add ice or anything to this because I don't want it to be watered down. We're going to blend it. There we go. So I've got it all blended to the way that I want it. And you can do this with anything. I'm just using the Premier Protein. I mean, if you want to do it with chocolate milk. If you wanted to do it with a protein that you already use, then by all means. Look how beautiful this pink is. I don't know, the dragon fruit really is just stunning in here, and it smells really good. So we're gonna fill these up and we're gonna cap them. Now I'm assuming not to go over this part because the other little handle parts need to go there, but I don't know. Ah, no guys, I made a bit of a mess. And if you want to know for reference what this tastes like, if you guys like Strawberry Quick, that's exactly what this tastes like. I think I might have just aged myself by saying Strawberry Quick. I don't even know if they still make Quick. Remember that syrup? There was chocolate, strawberry, and I think there was caramel at one point. I don't remember if that was just in my imagination or real, but... And again, you're taking the total nutritional factors together and divide it by how much you're making. And that's what your consumption is. So it's okay to have 2 of these if you want to. I mean, for me, I probably honestly would just have 1, to be quite honest, because sometimes I just want just enough, just a little something. There we go. And again, this is such a great snack for kids as well. Like anybody in your household can have this and you know they're having something that's healthy. And then they go in the freezer. So let's put them in. The final treat that we're going to be doing, I will be melting some chocolate into it. And this is already frozen. I already have these cubes. It was one Premier protein that I did. I forget the flavor actually. However, what we're going to do is dip them in chocolate. So I already have them portioned out in 2s. I ate 2 of these already. And it's really delicious. It does taste like a frozen yogurt, which is nice. This is a caramel flavor. Actually, I'll show you guys. That one is this one. It's a caramel, and then I had used fruit. I'm out of the fruit mix that I put in that one. But you can put whatever fruit mix you want. So what I'm going to do is let's get this on the stove so we can start melting it. And we're going to put the small pot inside of the big pot. Because I can't find anything else. I didn't know what else I can use. Now with this, let's look at the nutritional information. The facts, it's 80 calories per 1/8 of a cup. 10 grams of carbs. I'm not really going to measure this. I mean, the majority of my snacks are very healthy, or my treats, my summer treats are healthy. So, and I'm not going to be using a lot on it. I mean, I may have some waste, to be quite honest. So I'm just going to put it in the pot and then slowly start to stir it. Let me move this away before it melts. And I can smell it already melting. So we're going to slowly start to stir it. And let me bring you guys closer so you can actually see what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see properly, but there we go. I chose to fast forward this part, but it doesn't take too long to start melting. This whole process took about 2 minutes, 3 minutes maximum. This is what we're going for. Okay, so we're going to turn this off. And now it's just a matter of dipping and plating. So let's get you guys this direction. And I'll move this out of the way. This part was definitely trial and error. I had no idea how I would do it. I thought it would be easy if I just dipped it and it would freeze perfect and be great.
No, that didn't happen. I had to go back to the drawing board. Then the chocolate got cold, so I had to try to get it back to the same texture I had it before. It didn't want to happen. It didn't matter how much times I stirred it, how long I stirred it for, it started to actually firm up. So then I panicked internally a little bit and I thought, okay, let me put it on like you would ice a cake. And even that was difficult. So I think if I had drizzled it on when the chocolate was the perfect consistency, it would be easier. But I'm going to try this snack again and try it that way. These were so visually appealing to see frozen, but I had a little difficulty figuring out how to get them out of the mold. But eventually it all worked out.
All right, guys, this is what the finished products look like. So I went ahead and actually did a couple different freezies. This chocolate looking one is actually my Starbucks, and it's 2 bottles. So 1 bottle of the Starbucks Frappuccino. I like the vanilla one. It's 290 calories. Not the healthiest, not the most unhealthiest, but you know what? It's okay because one of these make 5 of these freezies. So again, all you're doing is you're taking the nutritional facts divided by 5, and that's how much you're consuming if you're calorie counting. Having these snacks, because they're already so healthy and they're a lot lesser than what it would be if I was to get it from the store. I mean, I'm going to have one. I'm not going to sit here and have 5. So I know if I have 1 or even 2, that I'm okay. And then this is Ribena. If you're from the West Indies, you definitely know what Ribena is. Let me show you what the bottle looks like. So those ones are for my mom. And this is what Ribena is. It's actually black currant. And it comes in a concentrated form. This is the nutritional facts in the back here. And you actually only need like a really small amount. I'll show you what I mean. So if you're going to make it, for example, if you're making your Ribena in a glass like this, you're literally only putting enough syrup like here, and you fill the rest of water. If not, it is so sweet and it's not enjoyable. But I figured since I had a couple of the packages left over, that it would be nice if I gave them to my mom, and one of her favorite drinks is Ribena. And then over here, there's a ginger tea. I've been drinking this ginger tea for decades. I'll show you guys. Just give me 1 second. So I started drinking this probably when I was about 17, 18, and I really enjoyed it. I can only find it in a Chinese supermarket. I think in one of my grocery hauls, I actually showed you guys the ginger tea. But this is what it looks like. I take them out of the box and I keep them in here. What I like about this ginger tea, this is the instant honey ginger. They have another one as well, but this is my favorite. I like that you can have it hot or cold or even warm. And one of my son's favorites was if I did a half a cup or a half a pack of ginger tea in a cup of warm milk. He loved that when we were growing up. I was growing up too, I guess. I was younger back then, but when he was growing up, that was one of his favorites. He would have that, and then he would have like bread and butter, or he would have bakes with cheese, or he would have crackers, whatever it is that was there for the evening. But he always liked his milk with his ginger tea. So if you guys have a Chinese supermarket in your neighborhood, check it out, see if they have this. Trust me, it's a really, really good drink. Like I said, it's really great, warm, it's comforting, it's smooth, especially if you're not feeling well, and it's really refreshing if it's cold. So either way, you can drink this all year round. And these ginger teas are what we have in here. So it's 1 pack to 1 bottle of water, and I'll show you the size of the bottle. It was, and I used the same bottle for both. So with the Ribena, I just put enough, like literally here, filled it up, and this is 591 milliliters. So it makes 7 of these. And then with the ginger, it's the same thing. I just put 1 packet to cold water, mixed it up, and again, it made 7. So I just ended up using the difference that was left over to do the difference in packaging, because it was 12. that was left over to do the Ribena. And yeah. The eating is the girls. I'm telling you, they only come out and eat when I'm doing filming. It's crazy. If I could be doing nothing all day long, as soon as I start filming, you hear, and it's not even like it's Gem, it's Luna, the little one. She comes and starts chomping on food like she hasn't eaten all day, making a bunch of noise in the background. But anyway, it's real life, right? So these are all of the freezies. The only ones that are really going to be consumed by myself is the Starbucks ones, and then these are the Gatorade ones that I did. These are so good. My son had one today and he actually really enjoyed it. I'll show you guys again what the Gatorade one looks like before I've been saving this bottle because I had to wait for this to freeze overnight, and I'm like, let me just draw a reference to this one more time so you don't have to go back and rewind the video. But yeah, this is what everything looks like. So I'm going to just package oh, I almost forgot. These little popsicles, I actually got them out by just dipping the end part of this into hot water. And then it was really easy. I just held on to the top and pulled it out. So I've just got them in here. And they look like, you know those little ring pops? They look like ring pops. And I had one today. It was really refreshing and it was nice. So I've got all of my summer treats here. And then you guys saw when I was doing these ones, right? Which is the other protein drink with a bit of chocolate on top. I actually had 2 of these today. And it was really tasty. The chocolate really does taste nice. I think next time I make it, I might even add a little bit of coconut. Again, I just have to keep in mind that the whole idea behind making these sort of treats is to stay health conscious, to be aware of what I'm consuming. And so, yes, I can get all carried away and start throwing a whole bunch of stuff in it, but it just takes away from it being a nice, light, healthy snack. So I don't want to do too much, but these ones, I only have like 4 left. And this, all of these, there was 8 of them, is from 1 drink. So again, think about it. You take that 1 drink and you divide the nutritional facts by 8. And that's how much this is. So having 2 of these is next to nothing, but enjoyable. So you don't have to worry too much about it. But yeah, that's pretty much how these snacks are for now. I'm just going to go ahead and put these ones over here. And then my mom's will go in a different area. But I'm pretty happy with the way everything turned out. I'm excited. I want to go get some more of these little freezy packages. I think I might buy a bunch of them and just keep, because I have so many other ideas for these. And I can't wait to share it with you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope it was inspiring. And as always, hang on a second. I gotta make sure. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope I inspired you to think outside of the box, get creative, and stay healthy. And just know, being healthy can be fun. You don't have to limit yourself to the things that you enjoy. You just have to find creative ways to do it. This is how I decided to store it in my freezer. I've got my freezies to the back. I've got my chocolate cubes, my chocolate protein cubes over here. And then I have my little ring pop looking protein bits on the side. And everything else on the bottom remains the same. But this is where I'm going to keep them. I've never been so excited to have a cool treat as I've been since I've done this. So I'll let you guys know how long this lasts. Like I said, I'm not the kind of person that has these things every day, all day. But my son did have the watermelon one and he really liked it. So that might go quickly. Aside from that, I will keep you posted. And I'm looking forward to creating a lot more cool treats for the summer. Until then, I'll see you all in the very next video.